Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the selection show here for the 300 Raceway Truck and Tractor Pull. I'm Dan Mayer, joined by my good friends Ron Stone, and we've got RJ Simon here tonight. And we're going to get this thing rolling here tonight. We've got the four-wheel drive trucks. We're going to select starting positions for that class here tonight. But before we do so, RJ, we'll bring you in here and this has been the big news, been talked about for months and months, and here we are. We're going to be selecting some numbers here tonight.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. Glad to be here. Glad for you guys to take your time to help us do this, and can't thank the full pull team enough. Chase Richardson and everyone there have been a huge part of making this dream a reality. To be honest, just super excited tonight. We're going to be drawing the four-wheel drives. We told the pullers and the fans that we'd be doing this live before the pull, and just got our heads together with everybody, and this is how we decided to do it. And I think Dan and everyone came up with a great plan and strategy on how to do it, and it's going to be really exciting for everyone. And I hope everyone tunes into this show and share this post and keep it rolling. And it's going to be a wild little thing here. What we're doing, I've never seen something like this done in pulling history. Not only the pull, $50,000 to win on Saturday night, but here we are drawing the numbers for the competitors. They're going to know, well, basically just over a month away. They're going to know what night they're pulling for the qualifying, I guess you want to say. And that's pretty cool for me. I think it's something I've never seen done. So I'm just super stoked about having this great event here in Farley. We've had this will be, I think, our fifth year of having a pull here, and this has always been kind of a dream and something I never thought would ever really happen. 50,000 to win in six classes on Saturday night, almost $800,000 in prize money going to be given away. Something's never happened in history. I mean, it's just going to be awesome.
Now, RJ, let's go behind the scenes, how this whole deal got started. Now, years ago, you had told me this was a dream of your dad's, that he had said, hey, one day I'd like to have a big paying event for two-wheel drives. Well, you've taken that beyond the two-wheel drives to all these, six classes here. How did that all evolve? And, we talked about how the pull started and all that, but how did this for this big money event go?
Well, it just started kind of as a dream, kind of, I guess, and started watching a lot of racing, a lot of dirt track racing, a lot of drag racing are kind of the same platform where the competitor pays an entry fee that's, I'm not going to say large, but bigger than nothing. Or one thing about pulling is it's always been kind of it's always been a small entry fee. It's never been out of line. And then the other thing about pulling, a lot of people don't know, is it's always been for the competitors, it's always a free back gate. Most of the time, the hot pits are usually free, and you get a lot of entries where a lot of times in racing that don't happen, or not a lot of time, every time. If you look at dirt cars, drag racing, that back gate pays a lot of the purse. Well, as a promoter, I'm looking at it like there's not extra funds to put on an event to pay that kind of money, and you can get some sponsors, but it's hard to get enough to go that big to get that kind of fun. So we just kind of dreamed this up and kind of modeled it off of the racing world. And then we looked at what classes could come up with 50 entries. And we threw a number out of $2,500 entry fee, and, kind of thought maybe that we were reaching, maybe it wouldn't work, but kind of just put, I guess, what do you call it? A kind of a teaser out there on Facebook and just said, hey, who would enter for this poll? And who would enter? And we got just an awesome response for it. And then I went ahead and put out a Google form and out on the internet, and pullers signed up. And within, less than 48 hours, we had the 4-1s and pro stocks filled. And I was just blown away. Kind of at a loss for words. And, other classes were filling in real quick after that. And, here we are tonight. We're drawing our smallest class of numbers of 42 four-wheel drives. which, believe it or not, 42 is the number we needed to break even in the what our payout, what our our Saturday night purse was. You had to have 42 entries, but so like the other classes they have extra entries. So all that money from that extra entries is going to go back into the pot for the pullers. So them pullers will get we're going to call it a tow money check just for showing up. I mean, even if they have breaking the pits and can't even make it to the track, they're still going to get tow money. So
very good. Now, also, we had talked about different things here with this event. What about the 42 entries? Is it closed now, or would you be able to, if you still want to enter? Is there, just so people are clear on that?
No, entries are closed. If, for instance, the only thing would happen is if there was a catastrophic breakage on, say, before this event and somebody cannot make it, the promoters, myself, we do have the right to transfer that spot to somebody else and resell it if there's someone on a wait list or whatnot. But no, if you haven't signed up for the forward drives and you call us tomorrow, I'm sorry, you had months and months to do it. I would love to have you here, but I have a great saying, but I better not say it here on the air. It's at the end of the day, they had plenty of time. They needed to just do it, and they could have, and they didn't. So it's closed. These 42 vehicles are going to be the ones that are here. And if, like I said, if one of them did have a breakage, which I hope that doesn't happen and hope I don't jinx anybody, but if that did happen and they called me the week of or week before, we would see if there was somebody else that would want to take their spot.
For sure. Now, and then anything to add here before we get rolling? Ron?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Sorry about that. No,
yeah, Ron's, he's moving right now. But anything you want to add here, Ron, before we get rolling?
Hey, I just wanted to say kudos to RJ and the team there. I mean, you said the word history a couple of times in your opening statement. I think, yeah, this pull is going to go down in history. Obviously, the highest paying pull in the history of the sport. Kudos to you guys. I mean, I hope you guys sell this thing out. I think it's going to be a huge success. I think there's going to be a lot of people watching on TV as well on Full Pull Live. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think one thing about it, we got the tickets. You go online, buy them. Right now, they're on sale. Go on to Full Pull tickets. So, got camping available yet, primitive camping, and it's a really simple deal. The Full Pull, like I said, I can't thank them enough. Get on there now. It's a great savings. Even if you're a puller and you're on there, you get four free tickets to the event for the weekend. But if you need more, there's pit passes you can buy. If you buy them now, it's going to save you money versus buying them at the pit shack. Also, as Ron mentioned, we're expecting just a huge outpour and support on Full Pull Live. If you can't watch this, or if you can't be here live, you can get on there. They're going to be doing our streaming of this event, and they're a huge partner in this deal. And then also, we'd love to have you here. We're only 15 minutes from Dubuque. Lots of hotels in Dubuque. We're 7 miles from Dyersville. Field of Dreams is right here. Lots of fun things to do. If you don't know about our facility, we have a huge event center, bar on site. One cool thing we're going to do each night at the end of the pull is we're going to have a press conference, which will be live on all the platforms of Full Pull and whatnot. And that's going to be something that's really cool. All the winners, even if you're not here, you'll be able to watch the winners and they'll talk about how their night went and how they did. And then one really cool thing that we decided to do is what they call a lucky dog. So we're only taking the top 10 on Thursday night and Friday night into Saturday night's finals. Well, we're going to draw Thursday night at the end of the night, and then the winner will draw one of his competitors. So the bottom 11 vehicles will get another shot at getting into the finals. So they could have a bad night and end up still in the finals. So we're pretty excited about that.
For sure. And of course, we'd like to thank Raider Implement for helping out with this 300 Raceway tractor and truck pull. Once again, a longtime supporter of your event.
Yes. Couldn't do it without them and all our other great sponsors, ProFab Machine, Mac Trailers. Just a lot of great people on board.
Now, RJ, when, before we get rolling here with were you asking any, different questions out there before, you had that open session where people could ask questions about the event. Was there, anything you'd like to share with us or?
Yeah, no, I had about 3/4 of the people that said this is awesome and I'm in, and I had about 1/4 of people that said I was crazy and you're nuts and nobody's going to sign up and no one's going to pay you that. And here we are. It's the dreams come true. It's going to happen. One other thing we haven't really talked about, I mean, it's really not, is a lot of people ask about rainouts. So if Thursday night were to rain out, we'll pull Friday at noon. If Friday night was to rain out, we're going to pull Saturday at noon. And if Saturday did rain out, we're going to pull Sunday at, did I say that wrong? Yeah, Sunday at noon. We're gonna, yeah, I messed that up, but you get the gist.
You're going to get it in. That's
it's going to happen. We're going to make this show happen. It's got to happen. And we're just super pumped. All the support from the fans. We've had a great outpouring support from them. And all I can say is come here. You'll love it. We got a great facility. We really stuck a lot into this place. I mean, it's really a nice place. There's not a bad seat in the house. The pulling track is kind of down on the apron of the racetrack, and it's raised a little bit, and all the seating's up, high. So any of the bleachers you can see, I mean, there is not a bad seat in this house. We usually set the scoreboard straight on. You're looking straight at it. I mean, there's a lot of things. It's pretty neat how it's all done.
And last year, you guys did a lot of paving, and a lot of people bring bring along seating to sit along the fence, and it's quite the atmosphere there with, like you said, with viewing wise.
Yeah, we're selling those spots. There's a 10x10 section you can buy for the whole weekend, so that way you don't have to run your chairs in, on Thursday night when the gates open and try to get a good spot. We're selling a 10-foot by 10-foot section on Full Pull. You can go on there on the ticket site and buy those. I think there are quite a few of those. They're almost sold out. Like I said, we got about everything on there. About the only thing we're not selling on Full Pull right now is beer, but we'll have plenty of that available too, and liquor. So one thing cool about 300 Raceway, probably one of the few pulling events you go to, we have a liquor license. So you can actually buy a mixed drink. If you're not a beer drinker, you can have a mixed drink and stand there and watch the tractor pull. We have a bar outside and everything. So
yeah, I thought I heard you say that, and I was going to ask you that again. You said there's a bar on site, and I was like, maybe I'm hearing things. Maybe I just need a drink or something. But
no, you're right. There's a event center. There's weddings here almost every weekend. That's one thing a lot of people don't know. So there's a lot. I'll cut the. I know we should get going on rolling numbers, but this will just take a minute. There's a lot of people about the date. So we were always the second weekend in June, minus the first year with COVID. We did move to Hillsboro's date because of regulations and how it all fell. But besides that, we've always been the second full weekend in June. So that's what we picked out a year and a half ago or whatever the date was. We locked in this weekend. Well, believe it or not, people book weddings out 2, even 3 years in advance, the event center, which I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know why people can plan a wedding that long out, but great. Maybe before they even meet her, they get their date locked down. I don't know, but neither here nor there. So I could not change her date. Once we found out that we were locked in and we were on top of Hutch or Macville at the time, or there's a couple other local events, it wasn't that I didn't want to change to help out all of them. I couldn't. The choice was either A, Farley's done for the year, we can't even have a pull, or B, we take this date, which we were already locked into. So that's what we did. So anybody that says we did wrong or we did wrong to those other promoters, it wasn't like that. It was never done like that. It was an honest mistake looking at a calendar a long ways out. I didn't look at the holidays and then leap year and all that. Like I promote one venue. I'm not promoting multiples. So long story short, I'm not perfect, but that was the only option I had. So anyone that gets on there and says I did this on purpose or we were trying to hurt somebody's others events, that's not true. And that's, a bull-faced lie. That's the truth and the facts of what went down. And I wasn't calling a bride and saying, hey, I'm going to need to cancel your wedding because I want to have a tractor pull there, because I am not going to have some bridezilla knocking on my door, if you know what I mean.
So that clears it up right there. So let's. Well, what do you think? We get in the draw on these 4-wheel drives. I know everybody's out there waiting patiently to find out whether or not they're going to run on Thursday night or Friday night here. So we'll run through some of the rules here before we get drawing, and we'll bring that up. And you can see now the drawing procedure. We are going to pick out of the hat here, a vehicle name out of the hat. And so a single vehicle team, you just go to the next available spot, which will be Thursday or Friday. And then if you have a 2-vehicle team, the first vehicle drawn will go into the Thursday night show, and the second vehicle will go automatically into the Friday night show, and we'll draw positions for both of those. So that's how that'll work for 2 vehicles. Now, if you have a third vehicle, we're here in 4-wheel drive, we've got one team that's got 3 vehicles. And the first vehicle drawn will go into Thursday night. And then Friday will the next vehicle will go into Friday night. And then the third vehicle drawn will just kind of fill the next open position, whether it's Thursday or Friday. So that's how that will all work for the multi-vehicle teams that you're going to see drawn here tonight. So other than that, let's see. I think we're just about ready to get rolling here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign off, guys, and
okay.
I'm gonna watch this so no one can say that I had some kind of biased thing going on, drawing my own name out of here. So I appreciate it, and I want to thank Allie backstage too. She's been a huge part with Full Pull. She's been a huge part of helping do a lot of this stuff for us in this event. So I can't thank her enough. She's kind of the quiet one behind the scenes always that doesn't get a lot of praise. So couldn't do it without her. So thank you so much. And then, like I said, Dan and Chase, thank you. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it. And see you guys later. Have a good night.
Right.
Make sure you draw me a good number, Dan.
Thanks.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, RJ. And so RJ will go backstage here. Now, if you do have any questions, you can, use the down at the bottom. You can ask questions here in the chat. So if you do have something for RJ after we get drawing here, if he's got something that maybe he can clear up for you, as we'll bring in Melissa Graham here with the NTPA, our official number drawer here tonight. She's got, you can see right there.
Thanks,
and let's talk about the 4-wheel drives here tonight. So we got the modified 4-wheel drives, and you can see here are the participants. We've got the 1-vehicle teams and the 2-vehicle teams, and then we've got a 3-vehicle team. As you can see on our breakdown here. So we are just going to pick one vehicle at a time here. I'll draw the vehicle name. I'm drawing this in Southern Indiana, and Melissa is drawing the drawing position in Ohio. So there's no, we're not sitting next to each other or anything like that. And then we've got Ron out in Kansas City just to make sure we're on. So There we go. So we'll draw a name and we'll put it. You can see we've got a graphic here for Thursday night as a graphic for Friday night as well. So that's how we're going to fill in the positions here. Now for the 4-wheel drive trucks, we've got 21, which will run on each night. So there's a total of 42 that were entered, and that's how we're going to get going here. So let's draw the first one out of I've got the big pot here.
Dan, can I interject for just a second? You're going to pick the pullers for each night, but this is not their pulling order, correct? Will that be determined, or
this is their pulling order? This is how they will run on Thursday and Friday night. So this is how other qualifiers, and then like RJ said, 10 out of each night will qualify for the finals on Saturday to run for the 50,000, and then they've got the lucky dog as well. So there'll be a lucky dog on Thursday as well as a lucky dog on Friday. So it should be a total of 22 vehicles running for the big money. So that would be for those 5 classes, and then the super stock diesel trucks. I've got a little bit different deal, but we'll talk about that when we get to them. So, you guys ready to get rolling?
Let's go.
All right. So we're gonna draw our first one here in our modified 4-wheel drive division, and I'll bring the first one out here, and it is going to be the Stray Dog, the Varner brothers. So there is the Stray Dog. And now Melissa will draw a position for him. Now that is a 2-truck team, so we will have both the Fast Break and the Stray Dog, but we'll draw first for the Stray Dog. So this will be up first for Thursday night.
Number 18.
Number 18 for the Stray Dog. Okay, and then we will pick a position here for the Fast Break, their second truck, which will go into Friday.
Number 1.
Number 1 on Friday for the Fast Break. So we will make that note there. Okay. So there was a 2-truck team, and that's how that works. So next, we will pick another name out of the hat here. Okay. It looks like we've got Intense Expense, and that will be a single truck team. So this will be into Thursday night then. So Mark Kelly's Intense Expense, our next truck up here.
Number 21.
Number 21 for Intense Expense. Okay. Kind of like picking the lotto here.
It feels like that.
All right. Next up, we've got the Farmer's Daughter. The Farmer's Daughter truck. That's another single truck team here. Kevin Schools out of Virginia. The Farmer's Daughter. And that will be for Thursday night. So we'll have another Thursday night pick here.
Number 19.
Number 19 here for the Farmer's Daughter. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to pick another vehicle out of the hat here. And we've got Red Rock. Red Rock will be up next. And that is going to be RB Moeller out of West Virginia. Good to see RB back out on the circuit here. So he will run here on Thursday night with the Red Rock, and we'll draw a position for him.
Number 8.
Number 8 for the Red Rock. Okay. All right. So moving right along here. Okay, it looks like we've got Mr. Awesome. Mr. Awesome.
Represent Wyoming. Good spread of competitors here in this class, too, throughout the country.
Yeah, so Mr. Awesome, part of the 2-truck team. So the Bad Bow Tie, their teammate truck, will go into Friday night then.
Father-son
We
team.
will pick Mr. Awesome first for Thursday night.
Number 14.
Number 14 for Mr. Awesome. And then we will go ahead and pick for Friday night for their second truck, the Bad Bow Tie.
Number 15.
Number 15 for the Bad Bow Tie. All right. Okay, so moving right along here, we'll mix these up here. Okay. Next one to come out will be One More Time. The One More Time entry. And let's see here. That is going to be the three truck team. This is one of Galen Young's trucks. So we are going to go ahead and put this truck into Thursday night. So let's pick one for Thursday night.
Number 13.
Number 13 for one more time. Okay, so we will pick their next truck, which will be the Just in Time. So we'll pick that one for Friday night.
Number 12.
Number 12, Just in Time. All right, and then when their third truck is picked, we will put them in whatever position, which would be next in the lineup here. So we'll move right along here.
That team coming out of Kentucky, representing the Bluegrass State.
All right, here we go. Totally Geared, another 2-truck team here. Very tough runners with Region 3, Region 5 over the years. The Totally Geared truck, that's Bill Succi. And then we'll have their Totally Hooked truck for Saturday night. But what do we got for Friday night first? Total.
These guys come and pull with us sometimes throughout the summer, Dan. They are tough.
Absolutely. Long-time pullers for sure.
So Thursday night is number 16.
Thursday night is 16. And that will be Totally Geared. And then we will put Totally Hooked into Friday.
Number 3.
Number 3 for Totally Hooked. All right. All right. Moving right along here. All right. So we'll pick next out here. We'll have Rule 19, Jake Zering, former Grand National champ here. So he's a 2-truck team. The Rule 19 in the bucket list. So we will pick Thursday night first with Rule 19.
Oop, I got 2 of them here. We're going to put them back.
High drama.
All right. Number 12 for Thursday.
Number 12 for Thursday will be Rule 19.
Zering team coming out of Indiana, representing Hoosier State.
And then we will have Friday night here for the bucket list.
Number 14.
14 for the bucket list. All right. So we still got some early numbers we see on both nights here as we move through here. All right. Next up, we've got the fast break. So we already drew the fast break already. So we will put him off to the side here. All right. Another one of our 2-truck teams there, the Varner brothers.
A lot of experience there with those guys. They've been pulling a long time.
All right, here we go. The Bounty Hunter. The first of the Mangan trucks. So the Bounty Hunter will go on Thursday night here. And we'll see Ann will probably be driving that one. So Thursday night here.
Thursday night is number 6.
Number 6. Okay. So the Bounty Hunter will go into number 6. And then we will pick for the Outlaw for Friday night.
Number 7.
Number 7 for the Outlaw. Okay. So 2-time defending Grand National champion. Number 7 for Friday night. As we'll pick our next competitor here. And going to be the Shock Treatment team out of Michigan. We see Christine. She already wrote in here. So they're going to be on Friday night here, or on Thursday night, excuse me. Thursday. So we're going to pick their number.
We'll shake it up really good for you, Christine.
There's Shock Treatment. And here comes the number.
Number 11.
Number 11 for the shock treatment. All right.
Right in the middle of the field there. Probably not a bad spot to be.
All right. So pick our next one here out of the big bowl. As we've got. All right. Just in time. So we picked just in time already. One of our 3 truck teams there. He's already got a spot there on Friday night.
Did you steal that big bowl out of your wife's kitchen,
did, actually.
Dan?
I only use it for doing chicken wings. So she goes, here, you can take this one. So, all right, ProFab geared up will be for Thursday night. First of the Peterson trucks here. So ProFab geared up will go into
Number 15.
Number 15 for ProFab geared up. All right. All right. So we'll pick for Friday night. We'll pick the ProFab truck, Lisa Peterson here.
Tough team out of Wisconsin.
Yes.
ProFab.
Number 10.
Number 10 for ProFab. All right. All right. So it looks like we've got some late numbers still available on Friday. Thursday, early, still wide open here. All right. So next out, we have got the Rock. That'll be the Skelton truck. So we've got on here. We've got 2 Rock trucks. So we'll put Rock Skelton. And that will be for Thursday night here. So we will pick a position here for Ted Skelton.
Very tough team out of Illinois, again. These guys are Skelton always kind of finds a way to win. You know what I mean? He can read a track.
Number 4.
Number 4 for the Rock. All right. And we'll put Skelton next to that. Okay, so we'll put the Rock in number 4. As we'll pick our next one out here, the Animal House out of Georgia will be up next. Now, this is another 2-truck team. The Animal House, Brian Britt, Danny Johnson, the owner of the truck. So they'll have this one here into Thursday night. So we'll put Animal House into Thursday. And we'll go ahead and pick that position.
Number 17.
Number 17 for Animal House. Okay. So that means we'll need a number for Friday night for the Desperado. Danny Johnson's truck. Folks said that a couple weeks ago they had some pretty severe damage on that truck. And a couple days, over a weekend, he had it back together and back pulling.
Number 11.
Number 11 for the Desperado for Friday. Okay. All right. We'll go back into the hat here, or into the pot, my chicken wing pot here. All right. And looks like we've got American Made. American Made. So that will be the Corsa truck, Tommy Corsa's truck. So that will be another team. So we'll have for Thursday night. So American Made for Thursday.
Number 9.
Number 9 for American Made. Okay. And we will go ahead and pick their second truck here, which will be Taylor Made. Taylor Corsa's truck for Friday night. You know, Ron, got to love the qualifying sessions. You know, pullers, people have talked about that for years, you know, having one winner on a weekend, and here you go, right?
Right. Yeah. Awesome. It's kind of exciting just watching the list fill up here. There's a lot of tough trucks on that
Number
list.
2.
Number 2 for Taylor Made. All right.
Another team out of Georgia there.
Okay. So back into the bucket we go. All right, the bucket list. So we've already picked the Zering team. So we will go back in here. All right, TaylorMade. We just drew that one there. All right, next up, we've got the Renegade. So this will be the third truck for the Galen Young team. So we'll pick out Thursday night still available. So we'll pick for Thursday night here for them. So the Renegade will go in. We'll pick a number for Thursday night.
Number 20.
Number 20 for the Renegade. All right.
Yeah. Two trucks from the same team pulling on the same track, the same session. Not necessarily a bad thing. What you can learn after one pass, they can pass that information on to that second truck. So that's a pretty good deal.
All right, here we go. The Wild Ride. This is going to be Jamie Bush. He's got two trucks entered, so we'll pick for Thursday first.
Very strong competitor out of Iowa.
Wild Ride.
Number 7.
Number 7 for Wild Ride. All right, and then we'll pick his second truck, Thunderstruck, for Friday night.
A lot of big wins for that truck with Jamie Bush. That Thunderstruck is it's a nasty one. It's a good run.
Number 20.
Runner.
Number 20 for Thunderstruck. And if my memory is right, he won on all 3 circuits last year, if I seem to remember. I know he won Rockwell there with the Grand National circuit there. And all right, here we go.
Yeah,
the Desperado. We've already picked that one there. Danny Johnson, another team truck. Still got some early spots open here. All right. Next up, we've got the Outlaw. We've already picked the Outlaw, Mark Mangan. All right. Nut and Honey. There you go, Ron. There's the truck you're familiar with.
Another truck out of Iowa. Big Ford Hemi in that one.
So we'll need a Thursday number for the Nut and Honey. And it looks like we are down to 5 open spots here on Thursday.
For Thursday night, we got number 5.
Number 5 for Nut and Honey. All right, so Nick Christensen will number 5 on Thursday. Guess we'll go back in here. All right, Borrowed Parts for Thursday. And let's see here. Okay, so that will be a team with RJ Simon. So this will be the Thursday pick, and then RJ's will be for Friday. So we'll go ahead and pick for Borrowed Parts first.
For Thursday, we have number 10.
Number 10 on Thursday is going to be Borrowed Parts. All right, and then we'll pick the original Simon Says for Friday night here. Of course, big winner last year down in Benson.
Super cool to see that truck back out on the track, man. That brings back some memories from the 80s.
Number 13 for Friday.
Lucky number 13 for the Simon Says for Friday night. All right. So Thursday, we've got about, let's see here. Thursday, we've got 3 more spots to go here. As we'll have Time to Play. The Time to Play truck, Roger Gregg out of Illinois. So that's a single truck team. So we'll pick that one for Thursday night.
Number 2.
Number 2, Time to Play. Okay. Good shake here. All right, Thunderstruck. So we've already picked for Jamie Bush there. So other team truck. Totally Hooked. Another team truck here. So we're gonna empty the bowl out here pretty quick. All right, the Boss will be up next here. And the Boss, John Yancer, in the Thursday night show here. So we'll put the Boss. So we'll pick a
Representing North Dakota. Another one of those Ford trucks with a Ford Hemi.
Number 3 for Thursday.
number 3 for the Boss. All right. Okay, so we've got one final spot here for Thursday available. Then everybody will then go into Friday, as we will pick here. And going to be the Foster Child. So Rob Foster. We'll go into the final truck into Thursday night here. And just to make it official, there's
And
the
it's
official.
number 1.
Number 1. All right. So Foster Child will go number 1. Which actually it's simply red now, but this was back when they entered. It was all right. So next up here, we're going to now move into the Friday show. And fill out those.
Dan, are you making hot wings later? You got me thinking about
Well,
hot wings now.
My bucket's going to have to get washed out here before we mix some wings up in it. But there's the original Simon Says. We've already picked that one. All right. Here we go. All right. So looks like we've got Unleashed. Unleashed team. Out of Pennsylvania. It's Jimmy Moritz. So he will be in the Friday night show.
Number 17 for Friday.
Number 17 for Unleashed. All right. All right, here we go. And going to be the Foolish Farmer up next. Mike Mankey. So Foolish Farmer. So once again, we filled up Thursday's qualifying session. We're working on Friday now.
Number 6 for Friday.
Number 6 for the Foolish Farmer. All right. All right, Profab. So we've already picked the Profab team. So next up, we've got the Outrage truck. Will be up next here, the Davis family. Not sure who's going to drive it. They've got all 3 of them signed up here to possibly drive. So the Outrage will be our next pick here.
Number 16.
Number 16 for Outrage. Okay. All right. Next out of the hat will be Yankee Blue, Scott Phillips.
Representing Florida. There's another veteran driver there, been around for a few years.
Good to see him back out on the circuit. So Friday night, we're going to pick the number here.
Number 9.
Number 9 for Yankee Blue.
Well, I guess he could be representing New York as well, Dan.
Well, he's a Michiganer. He's a Michigan
Oh, he's a Michiganer.
guy.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so next up we've got the second rock truck, and this one here is going to be Mike Adair out of New. So there's the New Yorker right here, Mike Adair out of New York with the rock truck. So we'll pick a number for him for Friday night. 6 spots left to go here.
Number 21.
Number 21 for the rock. All right. Back in here. As we'll have Cut Loose, team out of Virginia, Mason Brizendine. And the Cut Loose Bowling Green winner here this past summer. So we'll pick a spot for him for Friday night with Cut Loose.
Number 4.
Number 4 for Cut Loose. All right. So next out of the hat will be the Nasty Boys. There we go, the O'Connors. As we'll pick a Friday night spot, Mike O'Connor on the entry form here. So the Nasty Boys will pick a number here for Friday night. Another tough Region 3 team.
Number 19.
Number 19 for Nasty Boys. Okay. All right. So next out, we've got the Midnight Raider team out of Michigan. Going to be Jim Bosch, of course, a 9-time national champion here, as he will be running here Friday. And, well, we've got 3 open spots. Let's see. We got early, middle, and late, looks like, left. And they tell us Dan's going to do the driving. So Dan's going to be driving that weekend.
Number 18.
Number 18 for the Midnight Raider. Okay. So 2 left to go here. 2 left to go in our pot. As of the Bad Bow Tie. Bad Bow Tie. Be up next here, and we've already picked the Bad Bow Tie. That's the Johnson family.
Rick Johnson, yep.
Yep.
2-truck team out
of course,
Wyoming. Yeah.
3 generations, right? Larry was the old rig. All right, so Ben Ellis, out of Virginia. It's the Benjamin will be up here, and we'll pick a spot here for Ben for Friday. So it's either going to be number 5 or number 8 for Ben.
Number 5.
Number 5. So Benjamin will go off number 5. And we'll make it official here. Our last one in the pot here will be the Seldom Seen truck. And that will be Bunky Davis there. John Davis, I think, is going to be doing the driving of it. And that will be our final truck here. And we'll pick that position out here for Friday night. And hopefully it's number 8.
And number 8 it is.
Number 8. So Seldom Seen will go into that number 8 spot. So there you go. We have picked the Thursday and Friday qualifying sessions here for the modified 4-wheel drive class. As 42 competitors have a chance to go for $50,000.
Yeah, just looking at that list, that's I'm excited to see this play out on the track, Dan. I mean, I can't imagine that the pressure that there's going to be some pressure on that track crew to keep that track consistent throughout each class. I mean, this is pretty intense, pretty cool.
Yeah, and one thing about the Farley track, it's real consistent. They do a great job over there, and yeah, it should be a great show here for the modified four-wheel drives. Now, just a reminder: tomorrow night, 7:00 Eastern time, we will have the limited pro picks. We've got a full field of 50 of those, so we'll be picking those tomorrow for their Thursday and Friday qualifying spots, and then Tuesday night at 7:00 we will have the super modified two-wheel drives, their pick as well, for Thursday and Friday. So you want to tune in for both of those. And well, guys, the first night here, I think things went pretty well here for our first selection show live here on Facebook and YouTube. And we thank all the folks out there for watching.
Yep. It's thanks, Dan, for having me on. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. And you know what? This is going to be here really quick. So make your plans to get to this pull. Like RJ was talking about, the camping spots, the hotels. Dubuque is only 15 minutes from the racetrack. Get those rooms booked now and get your tickets. This is going to be an awesome event. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, going to be a great one. And once again, Jim Miller going to be out to do the track again for sure out there. RJ just on the back side here said, yep, he'll be here getting that track ready to go. So yeah, that, like I say, great facility, about 20, 25 minutes from the town of Dubuque there, and all kinds of hotels and places to eat. So, it's a nice drive right down. It's a 4-lane highway to get out to Farley 300 Raceway. So, we invite everybody to get your tickets and be part of history here, the highest paying, pull in the world here. And that's going to be pretty cool to hand out those big checks when it's all said and done. So that'll be pretty cool. Well, with that, we'll sign things off, and we'll see you folks tomorrow night, 7:00 Eastern time, as we'll get the limited pros going, as we'll have selection show number 2 out of the 6 here the next couple weeks, as we draw all the positions here for the qualifiers for the big pull at 300 Raceway in Farley, Iowa. The 300 Raceway tractor and truck pull brought to you by Raider Implement, and we thank them for their sponsorship. And with that, we'll sign off, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night.